Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Now let's head into the ballpark for tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hopkinsville, Kentucky. We're at Colonel Field on the campus of Christian County High School here in Hoptown, as it's more locally known. And game 2 of the first round of the playoffs. Full Count defeated the Hoppers 7-1 in game 1 yesterday. Game 2 is 10 minutes away, and Full Count will try to end round 1, move on to round 2, which is the championship round, where winner of this round here between Full Count and Hoptown will take on the winner of Paducah Chiefs against the Fulton Railroaders. They're playing at Fulton tonight. Paducah 6-2 winner in yesterday's contest. Paducah will look to wrap that up tonight in the Twin Cities. This is Tim Reese, and I'm riding solo. My lovely wife does not travel on the road, so I've got 2 buttons to push on this camera switcher. Hopefully I'll do it a little better than I've been doing it. Our umpires and coaches meeting going on right now at home plate. It is a hot one here, folks. Feels like well above 100 degrees here in Hoptown. They get started about 35 minutes before Full Count games at Drakes Creek number 3, and I think we feel that a little bit better down in Hendersonville than it is here. But I do appreciate the covered area here. We don't provide that to the away broadcasters. My apologies to those that come. Joe Wilson for the Hoptown Hoppers and Adam West and his crew, they sit outside. Jeff Bidwell for the Paducah Chiefs, he sits outside as well. And next year, if I go on the road, I'll be sitting outside at Hopkinsville High School, but I don't think I'll be going on the road. I think I'll be watching those games on the Hoptown live stream next year. So I'm not getting any younger. So it is game number 39 for the Rhythm. Come in with a record of 26-12 and trying to close out round 1 of the playoffs. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the Chick-fil-A Rivergate starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
And now the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Full Count Rhythm 26-12 record. Head coach Josh Carmen, assisted by Jimmy Gamboa, Carson Howard, and Jonah Smithson. Leading off and playing second base, Elijah Stockton. Batting second and playing right field is John Paul Head. Devin McCarron batting third. He'll play shortstop, and Jake Merrick is the cleanup hitter playing third. Trey Simmons at first base. Tonight batting fifth. Charlie Bozeman in left field hits sixth. Blake Carter is batting seventh, and he's the DH. Parker Staborski out in center field. He'll hit eighth. And behind the plate, Aaron Beeman. He'll bat ninth, and he will catch Lake Morris, the rising sophomore at Belmont University. He's from Gallatin, Tennessee. Played his high school baseball at Hendersonville. His home field is Drakes Creek Field number 3. He will face the Hoptown lineup that looks like this. Cole Reynolds will lead off. He's going to play shortstop. Connor Scheidt batting second, playing first base. Dom Bello behind the plate. He'll hit third. Miles Denton playing third will hit cleanup. Jordan Carter moves over to right field. He's batting fifth. Owen Hutchison bats sixth. He'll play left field. Grady Broughton is the DH. He'll bat seventh. Hayden Butts, he's at second base, batting eighth. And batting ninth, playing center field, Chance Sweeney. And on the mound for Hoptown, 6'2", 180-pound right-hander from right here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, an incoming freshman. He is headed to Rend Lake College in Ina, Illinois. Gavin is on for his 6th start of the year. All of his appearances have been starts, but he has not started a game on the mound since July 2nd. His last 3 starts were against the Madisonville Miners. He has not faced full count this year. As the defensive alignment is being announced by the great public address announcer here at Hoptown, Scott Colley. Scott is endearing himself to me as he does Jeff Bidwell, the announcer for the Paducah Chiefs, who said he was going to put him in his will. And Scott is going to sing the national anthem. Wish you could hear it because he does a great job, but we'll have to take a break and be right back after this short message.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Colley on the singing of the national anthem. He does it all right here, the public address announcer. Somebody just hollered play ball. That wasn't Tim Ferguson. Somebody got it in. Our umpires for today's game, Bob Davis behind the plate. Micah Holman is at first base, and Joel Roberts, the umpire, down at third base. And the big news, breaking news, is there are no spring rolls here at Colonel Field. Unfortunate. I almost packed up my gear and hitchhiked home.
Hey, we're going to have the interim. We're going to replace second base. 15 for 6.
We have a new second baseman already. Aiden Butts is being taken down. The second straight game here at Hoptown that a player has been exchanged before the first pitch is thrown. Carson Tucker is going to come in at second base for Grady Broughton. For Aiden Butts. I assume he's going to hit in the same batting order. He was hitting in the 8 hole. Aiden Butts pitched in last night's game.
Changed to the Hoppers lineup at second base.
Pitched 4 innings, no hit, no run baseball, walked 2. That was John Paul Head both times. Struck out 3, did hit a batter.
Man, I hope you
Pitched to 15 batters. Brandon Jagger's calling me for some unknown reason. Let's see.
be disappointed.
One here, Bud. What's up? Well, there, boys. What's it? Christian County High School. You're not. Well, we should find high school.
So the president of Full Count Ministries calls you. Go ahead and answer that phone. You answer that phone. He wants us to hold the game up, sir, because he's not here yet. He went to the wrong field. Could you just wait a little bit? He'll be here soon. I promise. Elijah Stockton going to be leading off for the full count rhythm. And the first pitch by Gavin Powell is high and away, and we are underway. Just a tad early, 6:29 Central Time. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Elijah Stockton. Game time temperature 95 degrees. Feels like 107. Thankfully, I am undercover. 2-0. Misses outside as well, and we are a 3-ball, no strike count already. Game time temperatures brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. That's CYNDI. Go on Facebook, or you can email her. The 4-pitch walk will allow Stockton to reach, leading off the ball game. Elijah was 0 for 5 in yesterday's game. Struck out 3 times. Now John Paul Head, who was on base all 5 times that he came to the plate, including a solo home run in the first inning. 9 big flies now. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right side.
Step away from the road, number 1.
John Paul has reached base 102 times this year via a hit, a walk, or a hit by pitch. 102 times in 36 games. Stockton stays put. That's lined out to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Stockton will reach second. The throw comes in, gets by the middle infielders, but Gavin Powell corrals that one, and the first 2 have reached here in the top of the first. John Paul came in hitting .461, 51 RBIs, 9 home runs. He is now 6 for 6 on base in the playoffs. No big surprise from the Cubs Stokes most valuable offensive player. Now Devin McCarron, who loves hitting here, stands in, likes to swing at the first pitch, but didn't have an opportunity there. Nearly hit him in the front shin. Gavin Powell, an incoming freshman to Rend Lake, in a bit of trouble here in the top of the first already. 2 on, nobody out. Misses low and away.
I got my energy. Yeah.
Hoppers wearing their striped jerseys. That is off the end of the bat, and that's going to drop in front of the right fielder. Jordan Carter, and the bases are jammed with rhythm players. That's off the end of the bat. McCarron drops a blooper in, and full count in business to start off. That's back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. McCarron came in hitting .354. As Dom Bella will go out and have a little calming conversation, confab, with Gavin Powell. Jake Merrick will step to the plate. Jake having a great year, second on the club in batting average, .366. He leads the club in plunkings. He's been hit 12 times, but that's not what he's up there to do this time. He is second on the team and second in the league in RBIs with 38. 6 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs for Jake Merrick. First pitch is grounded to the right side, and it's going to be fielded by the first baseman, Connor Scheit. And he gets the force out at home. Merrick swung at the first pitch, looked like it was out of the zone. And there's the first out. Nice play by Connor Scheit. Field that one, and now Trey Simmons will step to the plate. I'm going to go yard card. I'm going to use my yard card early. Did not use it on Jake Merrick, probably because I didn't think about it. And the first pitch is right down Broadway for a called strike. You can use a yard card too. Everybody can play, and everybody who participates, if somebody guesses right, will get a free Chick-fil-A gift card for a free chicken sandwich meal or an 8-piece chicken nugget meal, courtesy of Chick-fil-A Rivergate and our good buddy Todd Hunley. Slider gets out and away. And that's going to be the Framework Athletics first run of the game, scored by John Paul Head, just as he did yesterday on the wild pitch. Everybody else moves up 90 feet, and runners now at second and third. And Ken Stiegel says, I can't take my yard card away. So I'm doing yard card because Full Count has not hit a grand slam yet this year. And you know what they're not going to do? They're not going to hit a grand slam this time either. Simmons 1-2 pitch. Slices one. That is a fair ball down the right field line. That's going to score a couple. Simmons is rounding second, and he will drop the anchor. He was looking behind him the whole way, and a do-dat double scores two more. And Full Count leads 3-0. Tim lost his yard card, but Simmons picks up a double right on the line, that fair line, to score McCarron and Merrick.
Charlie Wilson.
3 hits in the inning. Brings up Charlie Bozeman. So I can't use another yard card, but you can. And if you do, send in a Facebook post and let me know who you're calling a yard card for. That's lined out to center field. Back goes Chance Sweeney, and he makes the catch. Moving up to third is Simmons on the line out. Now 2 outs. Be interesting to see if they
And the DH number 4, Blake.
tried to appeal Simmons leaving early at second base. If he didn't leave early, it was bang, bang. Now Blake Carter stands in. He looks at the first pitch that slides inside for ball 1. So those of you that were watching and listening in last night, there was a lot of activity for the yard card. As Todd Hunley was listening in, and he just cooked up that little marketing plan last night. Ball and a strike to Blake Carter's DHing today. And make it 1-2. Blake playing in his 34th game of the year, hitting .252. He's got a couple of doubles, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. Gavin Powell delivers, and that's a line foul off the wall in front of the bullpen. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. "19 home runs hit in," so it's fouled off. 19 home runs this year hit at Christian County High School. 14 of those by visitors, 11 of them by Full Count. Devin McCarron has 3, John Paul Head has 2, and 6 other Rhythm players have 1 each. Connor Scheidt is the leader for the Hoppers. That ball's drilled. That's going to get into left field. Blake Carter's got an RBI single, and the Rhythm lead 4-0.
Yeah, center fielder, Parker Staworski.
4th hit of the inning. Now Parker Staworski will step to the plate. Out of Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. Looks at a pitch at the letters for a called strike. Gavin Powell wondering what hit him here in the top of the first. Full Count Count has come out hot. Elijah Stockton walked. John Paul Head singled to center. Devin McCarron a little single off the end of the bat, bloop into right field after Merrick grounded into a fielder's choice. Trace Simmons doubled after a wild pitch that scored the Framework Athletics' first run of the game. And it was quickly 3-0. Simmons moved to third on a line out by Charlie Bozeman, and Blake Carter lined a single to left field. And full count leads 4-0. 2 outs. Runner at first. Staborski at the plate. Playing in his 24th game of the year. He's got a big fly. And he hits a ground ball. That's a base hit into left field. Back-to-back hits again, brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. And the hits keep on coming, just like on WFCR, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to name a radio station where possibly could be getting the hits. And this will be another mound visit. This one will be by Arlen Butts, the pitching coach, former Hoptown Hopper, and the older brother of Aiden Butts, who started this game as the second baseman, but was pulled due to an injury. I hope he's okay. He's scheduled to attend Dyersburg State, and I wanted to talk to him, see if he knew anything about whether or not Dyersburg had named a coach yet. Again, if you want to play the yard card game, you can do that on Facebook. If you win, everybody wins. You get one per game, and it doesn't cost anything to play. And it's all the generosity of Todd and Linda Hunley over there at Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. I'll have an email address to give you, and you can send that in as a participant. And you will win as somebody can predict a home run. It's got to happen before they hit it, though. Okay. I mean, there are some rules to this. Aaron Beeman at the plate, the number 9 hole hitter. He looks at a first pitch right down Broadway. Aaron playing this 5th game with the full count rhythms. Got a couple of hits, 3 RBIs. From Asbury College. Tapper foul, where Elijah Stockton is in the on-deck area. Aaron, a late add in the season. 6'1", 190-pound rising junior at Asbury College. He's from Franklin, Tennessee. Played his high school baseball at Centennial High School. Brian and Denise Beeman, his parents. Andrew and Alec, his older brothers, down in the count. 0-2. Powell delivers. That is high and tight. 5 hits in the inning. 4 runs. Full count. Scored 2 in the first in yesterday's ball game. That slider misses outside in the left-handed batter's box. Now it goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul looks back at second and delivers. That's going to be on the outside corner. And Aaron Beeman is going to be caught looking. 9 come to the plate. 4 of them touch it meaningfully. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base as we will go to the bottom of the first. Full Count leads 4-0. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property, it's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Into the bottom of the first, Lake Morris getting his warm-up tosses in. Jonathan Stewart giving Aaron Beeman time to get his equipment on. Paula Sims asked, did Elijah Stockton not score the first run? He did not. He was forced out at home plate on the ground ball by Jake Merrick for out number 1. So the first run of the game was scored by John Paul Head. He was at third base when Trace Simmons, actually on a wild pitch, he scored on the wild pitch. And then after that, Devin McCarron and Jake Merrick, who were at second and third, scored on the double by Trace Simmons. Full Count leads 4-0 after a half an inning. Lake Morris staked to that 4-run lead. He is on for his third appearance of the year. It's his second start. Started on July 9th and went 4 2/3 innings against Henderson up at Henderson. Left-hander from Belmont delivers a little high and outside for ball 1. Cole Reynolds leads off for the Hoppers, playing in his 28th game. Right-handed hitter. This is outside, was hit by the very first pitch he saw in yesterday's game, hit him in the hand. I think, can't remember if that was his right hand or not, but that was the 2-0 pitch back. Cole from Indiana University Southeast, hometown in Somerset, Kentucky. Sophomore, 5'11", 185 pounds, plays shortstop. Reynolds, Scheit, and Bello scheduled for Hoptown. That's a line drive. That's a base hit into right center field. Over to cut it off is John Paul Head, and first batter of the bottom of the first reaches on a single.
Reach the plate for the first pitch number 25.
Jay Myers watching in at the ATL. Atlanta, my son was just down there. Drove down Sunday, came back late Monday night. Atlanta's one of those places that's always good in your rearview mirror, in my opinion. Morris, lefty on lefty to Connor Scheit. Delivers a breaking pitch in there. Connor normally wears number 33. Wearing number 25 in these specialty jerseys. Slider. Doesn't slide as much. Scheit leads the club in home runs and in RBIs. 4 homers, 20 RBIs. Playing in his 36th game of the year. Also has 4 doubles. From McCordsville, Indiana. Also Indiana Southeast University. Slower breaking pitch there, tapped foul. And the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out and a runner at first. Full count with a 3.72 team ERA. Lake Morris has not allowed an earned run in his 5 2/3 innings. Runner at first takes off and the pitch is fouled off toward the Rhythm dugout. Reynolds did not believe Devin McCarron, who said, yeah, that was foul. He waited for the third base umpire, Joel Roberts, to deliver the news. I mean, it's not that he's paranoid. He just likes to sit in the corner wherever he goes. Cole Reynolds does not go on this pitch. And a swing and a miss and a square strikeout. First out of the inning. Lake Morris picks up his 5th strikeout of the year. Giving up 3 hits, 3 runs. They were not earned. Those were against the Henderson Flash in a win Blake is 1-0, second-year player for Full Count. There's a throw over. Reynolds been begging him to throw over. Lake obliges. Still have not gone back in and printed off the sheet. They've got him picked off. There's nobody at second base to get the throw, though. A stolen base for Cole Reynolds. He was going on first move, and Lake Morris knew it. Simmons with the throw, but McCarron was late arriving to the base. Stockton had to try to get that throw. Don't think it would have been in time anyway. So now a runner at second base, one out, popped up and out of play at AAA Autoglass, foul ball.
You want to stay away from the roads, first rule, but if you get the foul balls, well, you bring them to the merchandise table. Get you a hug or beer and house a little bit.
Christian County High School right next to fairly well-traveled road here. Lifted out to center field. Parker Staborski has it measured. Reynolds bluffs a throw. The throw comes back into second base. Now 2 outs as Reynolds returns. It's Dom Bello who flew out. He is the all OVL utility player selection. Congratulations to Dom Bello from Ocoee, Florida, it's near Orlando, rising sophomore. And I was saying that Anderson University, thinking about the one in Indiana, not knowing that he plays at the one in South Carolina. It's a D2 school in the, I think they call it the SAC, the Southern Athletic Conference, as Miles Denton takes a breaking pitch down low. So my apologies if anybody was I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. They lost any money on me making a mistake or a mental breakdown. 2-0 now to Denton. Still looking for a home after 2 years at Roane State, former Ravenwood Raptor from Brentwood, Tennessee. 6 foot, 190 pound junior. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off and out of play. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Plate umpire needs some new baseballs. Blake Morse trying to throw a 0 up there after Full Count scored 4 in the top of the first. Denton hitting .282. He's got 3 doubles, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. And smokes that one out the left center field. Parker Staborski on the run. He's going to make the catch. We're out number 3 to end the threat. Couple of flyouts, a strikeout. Strands the leadoff single.
Pull out those tickets.
As we head to the top of the second inning. Full Count going to try to add to this 4-0 lead. Gavin Powell back out for the top half of the second. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Services as well. Thank you so much for your sponsorship.
4-0 Rhythm leads. Tate Riggs heading out to first base. He's the stand-in for Jonah Smithson, who is away from the team for now. He's away helping out his girlfriend's family. I believe they lost her dad. First pitch is a ground ball to the second baseman, Carson Tucker, who waited back on that one, and that'll be an E4 to allow Stockton to reach. He was not originally scheduled in the lineup. Late add.
Right fielder
And
John Paul Head.
John Paul Head stands in. Ava Dorn, if she's listening in, she's going to be calling yard card now, I'm sure. They have an anonymous yard card. The line drive to center field, and the first pitch that John Paul sees, he lines out to Chance Sweeney for out number one. And wah, 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 wah. Easy come, easy go on those yard cards sometimes. Devin McCarron steps in. 3 home runs on the year. They've been all right here at Colonel Field. Slider misses outside. Came in hitting .354, dumped a single into right field. Later came around to score. Stockton's off. Pitches outside. Throw down to second is not in time. Stockton with the hit first slide. Good throw by Bello, but Stockton had a really good jump. Picks up his second stolen base of the year. Pitch was outside. Balls, 2 balls and no strikes. So runner in scoring position for McCarron, who has 12 RBIs. A little late swing there and fouls it off the screen. Devin heading to Mercer University. Played this past year at Chattanooga State. He was a Tiger in the TCCAA, Tennessee Community College Athletic Association. 70 RBIs in his year, 13 home runs. Fastball misses up. He was a first-team all-conference selection in a league that was dominated by Walters State players. He cracked the first team. Walters State, of course, went on to finish second. He hits a pop-up into shallow right center field. Over comes Jordan Carter, and he makes the catch. Bluffing, but staying put at second base is Elijah Stockton. Now 2 outs. And the inning should be over for Gavin Powell, but it is not.
Third base number 8, Jake.
Now Jake Merrick will come to the plate. Let's see if not going to be able to probably see the yard cards. Jay Myers says work beckons. I hate that for all you working stiffs. It's great to be retired. Merrick, first pitch he saw with the bases loaded, hit a chopper down to first base Connor Scheidt, who threw home to force out Elijah Stockton. Merrick has 3 home runs on the season. Runner from second's taken off. Pitch is in there for a strike, and Merrick takes it. He saw another huge jump for Stockton. Merrick now down in the count 0-2, but he's comfortable with 2 strikes. Jake has walked 31 times, only struck out 21. Anytime you have more walks than strikeouts, you're doing good. That's a line drive, diving catch made by Cole Reynolds to save a run. Nice play there. Put a star by that one. That was a sinking line drive that he had to just about pick clean off of the dirt. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner was left aboard. Better inning for Gavin Powell there. We're headed to the bottom of the second. 4-0, full count leads.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Let's shall. 5, 6, and 7 due up to face Lake Morris, who threw 16 pitches in the first inning. Gavin Powell threw 30 in the first inning, 10 in inning number 2, so he settled down nicely. Carter takes the first pitch low and away. Jordan Afreed Hardman Lyon played his high school baseball at Grace Christian Academy. It's a ground ball to short. Backhanded by McCarron. He steps and throws. And Michael Holman, the umpire, says he got him. First base coach pointing to the base. The throw is on the outfield side of first base. The first base coach is putting his hands up by his ears like he wants to a video review. I couldn't see it. The pole is blocking between me and, let's see if, there's no chance I could have seen his foot that stayed on the base. Michael Holman was on the other side. He's going to say he's out. A nice play by McCarron to get a throw off, and fairly accurately. Trace Simmons, not a regular first baseman, made a nice play to dig that one out. Hoptown Hoppers fans are not too happy with the call. Michael Holman is a well-respected umpire down there at first base. He's umpired a lot of games. I want to say he's an SEC official now. Swinging a miss by Owen Hutchison on the breaking pitch. Hutchison playing in his 38th game for the Hoppers. It's their 40th game of the year. Hutchison, a Roan State Raider last year. Just barely missed getting hit by that inside slider. Leads the club in doubles. He has 8 of those, a couple of home runs, 14 RBIs. Batting average not what he had hoped at 208. That breaking pitch whistles at the inside corner, called strike. From Burns, Tennessee, played at Dixon County High School. Lake Morris delivers the 1-2. That's going to be on the outside corner, and that is a safeware strikeout. Second of the ball game for Morris. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the second inning. Hutchison's 45th strikeout of the year, second in the league to Cliff Weisinger, who had 53 as his season is over. Now Grady Broughton, the DH, stands in, playing in his 15th game of the year. He's got 3 doubles, 6 RBIs. He's the DH. And he hits a ground ball back up the middle. Devin McCarron can't get there, and that's a 2-out base hit
Centertown Middle
for Broughton. Second hit of the ball game
for Grady Broughton.
For
To the plate,
Hoptown.
baseman number 15, Carson Tucker.
Now Carson Tucker will stand in. He was a late add. from Murray, Kentucky, plays baseball at Hillsdale College. 6 foot, 190-pound freshman. Breaking pitch. Jaws barely catches that outside corner.
Oh, there we go.
Ground ball up the middle. Elijah Stockton will glove and step on the base for the final out. Off the end of the bat, might even be a broken bat, as no runs come across. Another hit, no errors. One runner was left aboard, and another 0 on the home team side. We're heading to the top of the third. No score at Fulton between the Paducah Chiefs and the Fulton Railroaders, as Devin Neely has chimed in. Says Micah is an SEC umpire. Bob Davis working the plate. Joel Roberts is working down at third base. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Leading off for the Full Count Rhythm is first baseman number 31, Trey.
Top of the third we go. Gavin Powell back out for his fifth inning. Didn't think he'd make it after that first inning, giving up 4 runs and 5 hits. Delivers a slow breaking pitch there that Simmons was not expecting. Swing and a miss. Trace had a double right down the right field fair line. Drove in 2 runs in the first. Looks at a offering on the outside corner, and he's down in the count 0-2. Trace hitting right at 300 coming into today's ball game. Heading to Pellissippi State. Swings and fouls that one out of play. AAA auto glass foul ball. Trace Simmons, Charlie Bozeman, and Blake Carter due up. Face the right-hander, Gavin Powell. Reaches out and just pokes that one into right center field. That'll drop for a base hit. And Jordan Carter has to go to the ground as that ball hit and kicked sharply. He had to dive and keep that one smothered. Otherwise, that was going to get by him. That surely would have been another extra base hit for Simmons. Thing hit and squirted quickly. Trey Simmons now 2 for 2. Trace 0 for 2 in yesterday's contest. Bozeman looks at the first pitch. It's down. Charlie 0 for 3 in yesterday's game. Did walk with the bases loaded, driving in a run in the 4-run 8th inning. Put the game out of reach for full count. Another pitch misses. Low and inside. Home plate umpire concerned about too many people outside of the full count dugout. They're embarrassed as they now go back in. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball slowly hit the third. Miles Denton gloves. He's going to throw to second for 1. And the turn at second is not in time. Carson Tucker not able to get the turn. Bozeman grounds into the fielder's choice. Puts a little faster runner on at first base.
And the DH number 4.
Might play a stolen base card here for Charlie Bozeman. He hits 12 and has not been caught yet this year. Blake Carter stands in. He singled in the left field, driving in a run in the first. Bozeman does not go. And there's a line drive back to the pitcher, and that's going to be a double play. Another pitcher who makes a catch of a line drive that he had no idea was heading his way. So line out by Blake Carter into a double play as Bozeman was heading down to second on the sharply hit line drive. That will end the inning in another low pitch inning for Gavin Powell. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Head to the bottom of the third, full count with a 4-0 lead. We'll just keep it right here. I want to thank some of our sponsors this year. Cross Driven Construction, Brandon Shell. Myers Front Porch, Mary Schaefer Gore and Corey Langford. They are in right as you come into Drakes Creek Park North, right there on the right. Cross the Seams LLC, Todd Stinson, H&T Carpet, Chad Cook. Of course, Pizza Ranch, Chris Eglin. Local Lemon, Meat Sweats. Local Lemon, Kelsey Kerrigan and Martin over at the Meat Sweats. Marson Hauling, Trevor Marson. Tabor Dental and Kid City Smiles. That's a husband and wife team of Jason and Mary Beth Tabor. Travis Smith, longtime Full Count Ministry supporter and Full Count Rhythm supporter of Edge Appraisal Service. Volunteer Bank, Ed Spurlock and Jeremiah Bennett. Frosted Luau, Jake Kearney, Doug Dorn, and all of the Dorns. And Dorn Insurance Training. See commercials for Music City Fire and Sprinkler, Ken Brinkley. First Bank, John Smithson. The Rudder, Anchor High Marina. Patrick Patton, of course. Corson Fire and Security, Grant Edwards. Eric Alexander. United Machine and Tool, Jeremy Todd. Absolute Wellness. It was Absolute Wellness night. Corey Crowley and Anthony Ramos. Some of our supporters, sponsors for Full Count Rhythm Baseball. Chance Sweeney looks at a breaking pitch to lead off the bottom of the third, and it was adjudicated outside. Sweeney leads the club in runs scored with 19. Lines one down the left field line, but it will slice foul. Charlie Bozeman will let somebody else pick it up. He'll head back to his position in left field. Blake Morris in his third inning facing the number 9 hole hitter, and then followed by the leadoff batter and then the second batter. See how that works, just in case you're new to baseball. 9 batters bat in a lineup, and then they start all over. Popped up on the right side, Trey Simmons in foul territory. Looks like he has that under control, and he does for out number 1. Now the leadoff batter, Cole Reynolds, who lined a single to right field to begin their half of the first inning. Paducah with a couple of runners on base in their half of the third. I'm not going to do play-by-play of both games. There are 2 outs and 2 on in the top of the third. No score. That's a line drive, and Cole Reynolds is 2 for 2. Cole went 0 for 4 in yesterday's game, was hit by a pitch in the first pitch he saw, and then struck out, lined out, flew out, and popped out. Today, 2 singles. It's the third hit of the ball game, 1 in each inning for the Hoppers. Now Connor Scheidt, strikeout victim in the first, stands to the plate in the left-handed batter's box and takes a healthy cut at a breaking pitch. Pops it in the right side over as Elijah Stockton, but he's called off by John Paul Head, who makes the catch in fair territory for out number 2. That'll bring up Dom Bello. Bello was on base in 4 of the 5 times he came to the plate. Made the final out of the game, grounding to Elijah Stockton, who stepped on second base to force out Connor Scheidt in the top of the 9th inning. Full count 1-0 7-1 in that game. 2 outs, 1 on, and that ball's lifted out to right center field. That's going to be a problem. John Paul after it, and it's not going to get it. One hops the wall. This will score 1, throw into second base. And Dom Bello with a double drives in Cole Reynolds with 2 outs. And the score is 4-1.
Brings to the plate for the third baseman over there. Yeah.
Bello flew out to center field his first time up. He's now 1 for 2. Now Miles Denton, who also flew out, a little more on a line than Bellows was in the first inning, but Parker Staborski with a nice running catch into left center field. This one's not going to be tough to handle. Elijah Stockton over and under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Denton, a dangerous hitter, is now 0 for 2. But the Hoppers get on the board, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner was left aboard. Third of the way through this game, 4-1 is the score. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler system.
Don't strike out at your next party.
Well, how about a little fat fingering here while I was trying to make a change? When your hands get sticky, this computer mouse doesn't work so well. Hey, but that's okay. We'll run that commercial again. Trying to get the chat back up. Didn't see Jonathan Huffam's question. I'm not sure how long ago it's been up there on YouTube, but Aaron Beeman is playing catcher for Full Count Rhythm tonight, Jonathan. Can't ever see the number on a catcher typically. You just got to guess. He's wearing the number 13. What's that jersey that you bought the other day? Did you get you one of those? Well, what's the word? I'm losing words today. Sought after uniform, the Chick-fil-A Rivergate specialty uniforms. Handed Zach Williams his at lunch today, and I think he got the number 48. Gavin Powell still on the mound for Hoptown, facing 8, 9, and 1 in the Rhythm lineup. Parker Staborski, Aaron Beeman, and Elijah Stockton. And 2-ball, no strike count. Now to Staborski. He singled to left field, but was stranded, fouls that one, and that catches Dom Bello, and that's in an unmentionable area, it appears. On plate umpire Bob Davis will go out. Tell Gavin Powell a few things. He's going to say, look, son, there's 108 stitches on this baseball, okay? So you don't have to count them. I've already done it. And plant your corn early and really hammer home that 401k when you get a real job. If they allow up to 12%, you go for it. You get 12%. Make sure they match, though. Need to give a little financial advice.
Yeah.
Dom okay now, and he catches ball 3. Parker Staborski's pretty tall fella. 6'3", 195 pounds. Catawba Indian. And he gets one right back up the middle, and that will sneak on in to center field. A whole lot of humps and bumps out there between pitcher's mound And center field, Staborski now 2 for 2.
Like catch number 13, Aaron Beekman.
4th straight inning that the Rhythm have had their leadoff batter reach. 1 on a walk, 1 on an error, and 2 base hits. Now Aaron Beekman struck out looking to end that 4-run first. Swings at the first pitch. It's popped up. Dom Bello looks over. But that will get off of the roof. Remember, we're playing the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate yard card game. If you can guess before it happens when someone might hit a home run for full count, that is not going to be it. Cole Reynolds, the shortstop, is telling everybody within earshot that he's going to make the catch, and he does for out number 1. I've already lost my yard card, and I did it in a fashion, as I have been doing, calling a yard card when the bases are loaded, because full count has not hit a grand slam, and I want to predict when it happens. The problem is there was a wild pitch and that unloaded the bases. Full count scored the first run. Staborski is off to second base, and the throw is going to get him, which is ball 1. But Staborski is caught stealing. There's out number 2. Elijah Stockton now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Swings at the 1-0 pitch, comes up empty.
Jared, no brownie.
Yeah, I want a brown. Wait a minute, I've already had one. Lady sitting right below the microphone here made a sheet cake, and they were handing out brownies. Scott and I stood in line. 2-1. He swung, and breaking pitch was in the dirt. John Paul Head's going to have to go retrieve that one. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. On Stockton, he's 0 for 1. Walked, reached on an error. There's a couple of stolen bases, but he's been stranded at, well, actually, he was called out at home on a fielder's choice with the bases loaded. As we're going to have our first Full Count Ministries full count of the ball game. Line drive, that's a base hit. 2 out knock for Stockton. He's now 1 for 2. Went down there and golfed that one out in the center field. 2 hits now in the inning. Staborski caught stealing. And John Paul Head comes to the plate. Anybody? Anybody? Winner, winner, chicken dinner for the correct yard card pulled, the leader in the Ohio Valley League in home runs. Not this time. Grounds 1 to the backhand by Cole Reynolds, and he turns and throws to second as Head grounds into a fielder's choice. Nice play there by Cole Reynolds. He's made a couple of nice plays. John Paul swings the first pitch. Doesn't even give a chance for anybody to call yard card there. No runs, 2 hits in the inning, no errors. 1 runner was left aboard heading to the bottom of the 4th. Full Count leads 4-1. You're listening and watching the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Five, 6, and 7 due up to face Lake Morris here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Full count with 4 runs in the top of the first. 1 for Hoptown in the third as Morris delivers a pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. Judy Carver is watching on Facebook. Glad to have you, Miss Judy. Floyd Carter, 2 home runs on the season, and they've both been against Full Count. 1 here at Hoptown and 1 back at Drakes Creek number 3 in Hendersonville. That's not a home run. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Stoborski looking high into the sky. Makes the one-handed grab for out number 1. Carter now over 2. Round out and fly out. Second time through the lineup for Lake Morris. Owen Hudson struck out looking on a breaking pitch. Steps in. Just a spin out of the way of that inside fastball. All right, Doug, on YouTube it says, I'm what? Brandon Jagger's showing up. He knows what a guy likes. He's a good man bringing a red Gatorade to the broadcaster. That's a good man right there. President of the Full Count Ministry Board. Swing and a miss on the 2-0. Got distracted by that red Gator. There we go. You're going Devin McCarron, yard card, top of the 5th. You getting yours in early. That's a good call right there. That is a good call. Doesn't cost anything to play. That's the fun part of it. Todd Hunley's listening then. Todd, she's wanting to put some restrictions on that, so to save you some money. A little late on that one. And a boot by the third base coach. That's definitely not Carson Howard-esque. Steven Ardito, our bus driver, came out of the dugout. He had to make that play. And a Full Count Ministries full count to the left fielder for Hoptown. And a late swing and another Safeware strikeout. Sits down Hutchison. Is the 3rd strikeout of the ball game by Lake Morris.
Designated hitter number 2.
And I don't have my cheat sheet on Lake's family. I do know his mom is Nicole. I want to guess that his dad is Eric, and I don't know why. Could be Scott. Scott or Eric, I'm going with that. So, Nicole, if you're listening in, I don't know, maybe you're here. First pitch swung on by Grady Broughton and grounded foul. She might be here. Let's see if I see her in the stands. Well, let's see. Is that the Dorn family or part of them? The queen of Full Count Ministry. Brooke Carmen is here with her kids. And I see Vanessa Dorn as Grady Broughton is acting like John Paul Head here. He lines a single in the left field. Second time that he has delivered a 2-out single. Carson Tucker grounded into a fielder's choice. It's the 5th hit of the ball game for Hoptown. Lake Morris has scattered the first 4. Now Tucker, a late ad, stands at a plate, takes a pitch high. Thank you, Todd Hunley, for those kind remarks. We'd like to thank you. Throw over to first as Broughton is back in time. We couldn't do this without Chick-fil-A or Rivergate and your sponsorship, generosity. There's no question about that. And just like you love feeding people, I love talking about baseball and broadcasting for the Nanas and Grand Noras and Mimis and the moms and dads and brothers and sisters and friends and family that to throw over. If you've never gotten a chance or an opportunity to meet Todd Hundley, though, go to Chick-fil-A or Rivergate and say, hey, I want to meet that owner. Slow pitch, swung on and missed.
We'll help him out. Come on.
He's around. He's around most time.
Hang around here.
Trying to think how long I've known Todd Hundley. It's a long time, 20 years at least. 1-2 pitch. That's ground ball to McCarron. Doesn't get a bad hop. He does it, and he flips to Elijah Stockton for out number 3, and Tucker grounds into another fielder's choice. This one's 6-4. If you're scoring at home, and if you are, I need to know about it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We're going to the top of the 5th, and that means yard card time. Tell you about it if you're not familiar when we come back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Leading off for Full Count in the top.
Devin McCarron leading off. Doug Dorn's yard card participant. I see Vanessa here. I don't see any of the other Dorns, though. Vanessa must have come with the Carmen's. It's the first pitch is swung on by McCarron, and it's fouled out of play. A AAA autoglass foul ball. McCarron singled in the first, scored, flew out to right field in the second, batting for the 3rd time here, and he's popped out to the center fielder here. Chance Sweeney back, and that one got off of the handle, and Doug Dorn's yard card is used up, but Jake Merrick's a worthy participant as well. Anybody out there wants to play their yard card, you got to be honest and keep up with your own yard card, though. I can't. That's not something else I can do. Jake Merrick looks at the first pitch outside. Gavin Powell back for his 5th inning. Nobody would have believed it after the first 5 batters of the ball game that Gavin Powell would still be in the game in the 5th. So good job by him. That's a hanging curveball there that Merrick lets go through. Jake, UAB Blazer from Knoxville's Farragut High School. I think I saw on Facebook his mom is a realtor.
Get flat those hoppers, floaters, get your.
I believe his mom is Angie. Look at me remembering names now. Jim and Angie Merrick. Grandpa in Naperville, Grandma in Hastings, Michigan. Pappy and Mimi in Rockwood. Mimi is a regular supporter. That was well hit out to left field. Back goes Hutchison, and he makes a grab. That would have hit at the base of the fence if he hadn't got it. He was playing pretty deep. And makes the catch for out number 2.
batting first base, number 31, Trace Simmons.
One of the most well-hit balls of this game so far. Trace Simmons, who's 2 for 2, stands in. Doubled in the first, singled. And this is going to be a ground out to the first baseman, his counterpart today. A 3 unassisted and a 1-2-3 inning for the first time for Gavin Powell as he has settled down. He gave up 4 runs, 5 hits in the first, and he has scattered 3 hits in the next 4 innings. As it is full count rhythm history time, but this time it's going to be Ohio Valley League history as Ted Yatchek, the OVL treasurer and vice president, was talking to me before the game yesterday, and he thought that John Paul Head's Triple Crown win this year was only the second time in Ohio Valley League history that someone had won the batting average, home runs, and RBIs. But I thought I recalled that in one of the early years, the full count got in, that there was somebody else, and I went back and looked, and it was a guy named Ryan Callahan that played for the Fulton Railroaders, and he won the Triple Crown that year. He hit 440. He hit 13 home runs and 42 RBIs. Ted Yatchek said that Hoptown in 2016 had a Triple Crown winner, a guy named Andrew Gross, who hit 442, clubbed 22 home runs, and drove in 77 RBIs. And I believe he said that was in about 42 games. So that's an amazing year. John Paul Head, on my score sheet, hit around 460. He had 8 home runs and 49 RBIs. As first pitch swinging, Chance Sweeney pops that one out of play. So we begin the bottom of the 5th. So now I think this is the 13th year of actual play. That ball is hit well out the right field. Sweeney thinks he got it, and he did. That is on the road for a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 5th. There was a no-doubter right there. Sweeney's hit his 2nd home run of the year. And the score is 4-2. He's now 1 for 2. He got a good pitch on a good swing on a good pitch there. Back to the top of the order, Cole Reynolds, who's 2 for 2. Steps in the right-handed batter's box. He lines one down the right field line, but it will slice foul into the Hoptown bullpen. Hoppers hit 13 home runs in the regular season, have now hit 2 in the playoffs. Popped up and out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. The count goes 0-2. Hoppers were 2nd from the bottom in home runs hit as a team. Paducah hit only 6. Full count led the league with 30. Foul tip to the plate. Or to the backstop. Chance Sweeney from Auburn University in Montgomery. Russellville, Kentucky. 0-2 pitch. That's hit well out the left field. Charlie Bozeman's back, and he's at the fence, and he leaps. Does he have it in his glove? He's got it. He's got it. He went over the wall and just robbed Cole Reynolds of a home run. What a play by Charlie Bozeman. Put a Couple of stars by that one. He got to the fence, leaped just to the left of the Colonel baseball sign on the screen out there, and robbed Cole Reynolds of his third hit. That is out number one. Connor Scheit at the plate. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner. Called strike. Scheit 0 for 2. That had home run written all over it. Bozeman playing a little bit deeper out there in left field, but he got to that fence quickly. One ball, two strikes on the Hoptown first baseman. Dom Bello on deck. Scheit goes down looking on another breaking pitch, and that's another Safeware strikeout. Second time that Scheit has struck out. Morris is fourth. He's got Scheit twice and Hutchison twice. Now 2 outs. That was only the third home run hit by Hoptown against Full Count this year. Full Count's hit 15 now. I'll make it 14. John Paul's was number 14 yesterday. 1-1 pitch, grounded foul. Head coach Chris Penny doesn't make an effort at this one. He's playing pretty close though. He's up in the box. Not sure why. As Dom Bello can turn on one, I'd be playing a little bit farther back. He's not even with the bag. 1-2 is another one smoked, and he's still not moving back. That's AAA Autoglass foul ball. Let's see if he takes a couple. He's going back toward the rhythm dugout now. Thank you, Mark Dixon. Jonathan Huffam, you're right. That was a spectacular home run saving catch by Charlie Bozeman. Sometimes you hit them over the fence. Sometimes you bring them back. Bello 1 for 2, double drove in the first run of the ball game. Fouls that one right to my face. Let's see. It's going to be just to the right of your screen as and watch that one on replay. About 2 pitches behind. 2-2 pitch. It's lined, and that gets into left field. Bello now 2 for 3.
First single for Dominic Bello. Race to the plate for Hoppers, third baseman, number 10.
And Miles Denton, as the lights have come on here in press row. Jimmy Gamboa will go out and have a confab with Lake Morris. Giving up 7 hits now in 4 2/3. Carson Howard, yes, Aaron Beeman is the catcher. If you're not sure who Pig is and you're watching on YouTube and looking at the comments, that is Carson Howard. Not sure how. There was a football player, Pig Howard, for the University of Tennessee. I'm not sure if that's how Carson Howard got his nickname. I don't think he's a Tennessee fan, so I don't know why somebody would connect Carson Howard with Pig Howard of the University of Tennessee. Maybe Pig Howard was from somewhere down in Alabama, though. Carson probably could clear that up. May take a little while. Runner at first, Miles Denton, who's over 2, stands in. He's got power to leave the yard. Not a big yard here at Christian County High School. He lines one out to right field. John Paul Head is going to have to let that one drop down into the grass for another base knock.
Hoptown middle single.
So the meeting by Jimmy Gamboa was a total waste. Zach Williams would say that's a failed meeting. Former broadcast partner. Now of the Zach Williams Insurance Agency. He likes green now. Jordan Carter, he's got a chance to put the Hoppers up here. He's got the power to do it. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs coming in to today's game. He's 0 for 2 and takes a breaking pitch that he wishes he wouldn't have taken now. Pigpen from Charlie Brown. Oh, that's right. Zach Williams remembered that story. Trish Howard told you that story, I think. Another pitch at the knees for a called strike, and Morris gets ahead quickly from Jordan Carter. One place says he's from Fairview, Tennessee. That's the Hoptown Hoppers roster. The Freed Hardeman roster says he's from Columbia, Tennessee. Maybe he has 2 houses. 0-2 is hot. That's going to hit off the end of the bat, or did that hit off his hand? Umpire's calling time. Well, nobody seems to be disputing the fact that that's a hit by pitch. And that'll bring Owen Hutchison to the plate. He has 2 home runs on the season and coming to the plate with the bases loaded. Can't call yard cards for Hoptown Hoppers, though. You can, but Todd Hundley's not going to give away free meals to for that swing and a miss. Morris has had his number in the first 2 at-bats. Strikeout looking in the second, strikeout swinging in the fourth, batting for the 3rd time here in the 5th. 2 outs and the bases loaded. 4-2 is the score. Another slider, swing and a miss, and Hutchison has not looked good on breaking pitches. Struck out looking on an inside breaking pitch the last time. Let's see if Morris goes a little farther outside with this 0-2 offering. And he does, and the bat goes flying down the right field line. But that's a Safeware strikeout. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. As Morris gets the strikeout, it's his 5th of the game. And Hoppers strand 3 runners, but they do score on the solo home run by Chance Sweeney. 1 run, 3 hits in the inning, no errors. 3 runners left aboard. Hoptown left 13 on board yesterday. 1 run, 3 hits, full count. Gave them 11 walks and a hit by pitch, but Rhythm pitching came through when it mattered. We are through with 5, and the Rhythm haven't scored since the top of the 4th. We'll see if they can muster something in the top of the 6th. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the 6th we go, the last. Top of the 6th. It's the last of the middle part of the game. That's what I was trying to get to. 6th inning of the middle 3 innings. Charlie Bozeman, Blake Carter, Parker Staborski to face Gavin Powell. And Bozeman has 4 big flies. He might just have his 5th. That's high and deep to left field. Owen Hutchinson. That's in the tree. Kicks back into the field to play. Charlie Bozeman has just left the yard. Let's see. Did anybody play yard card with Charlie Bozeman? They did not. And he's the only batter this year that has performed for yard card participants earlier. My grandson, Reese Snapka from Caledonia, Mississippi, called yard card before Charlie Bozeman hit a home run one time. And Tim Dixon, who was operating the scoreboard there at Drakes Creek Park, called yard card on Bozeman, and Bozeman delivered at DC3. So Bozeman has saved a run, and now he's delivered a run. Blake Carter, a 2-ball, no-strike count now. With 1 in. Now 3-0. Bozeman delivers his 5th home run of the year. And he knows him when he hits him. And he will watch it. 3-0 is right down Broadway. Carter's 1 for 2, lined a single, drove in a run in the first. Lined into a 1-3 double play. Hits this one over to the right side. Scheidt is over and gets to the fence, but it's out of play. AAA Autoglass foul ball. The count goes full. And around these parts, that is a Full Count Ministries full count, as we have the president and the vice president here in attendance. Grant Edwards also here with his buddy Brandon Jaggers, board president. Eric Alexander in a week will be one of the board members. That's popped up, maybe playable for Dom Bello. It will hit the screen, stay in the field of play. Full count, first pitch, foul ball. Full Count Ministries board. He also includes Todd Hunley of Chick-fil-A Rivergate, Chad Lammers of Old Hickory Bats, Dave Lamar, former City of Hendersonville employee, and Chad Hutton, another full count first pitch foul ball. The new board members will include Tanner Sandell, Jeff Newman, Eric Alexander, Dylan Doris of AAA Autoglass, Wilson Reese of Homrichburg, and Alan Sills of Grand Nora's son, Tyler Sills' daddy. Carter looking at a full count pitch again. He hits one well to left. Hutchinson back again, and he's looking up, and that one goes. Sail away, Blake Carter, back-to-back jacks. For the first time, I believe, this year for Full Count that they have gone back-to-back. Carter gets his 4th of the year. Gavin Powell gave up 4 in the first, has now given up 2 here in the 6th. Those are some Zach Williams insurance runs.
Bill number 10.
Country Financial. You can go online, find him. He's not hiding. As a matter of fact, he's listening to this ball game right now. Breaking pitch to Parker Staborski, who is 2 for 2, stays up and in. Could Parker leave the yard? Oh, did Zach Williams say yard card for Carter before or after? That's hit out the left field, but that doesn't have the juice. Hutchison has that one measured. Makes the catch. All right, Zach, did you actually say yard card before?
Catch number 13.
Blake Carter hit it out. Aaron Beeman, the catcher, stands in. 1 out, 2 in. Swings to the first pitch. Got jammed on that one. He's down in the count 0-1. I didn't see it up there beforehand, Zach, but doesn't mean it wasn't there. Going to have to rely on your honesty. Maybe somebody else was watching as well, but I don't think we have to. Ryan Truitt says, sweet. I'm going to foul tip. It doesn't depend on that, Zach. Depends on, did you call the yard card before he hit the ball? Change up misses down in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beeman is 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first, popped out to the shortstop. In the fourth, on deck, Elijah Stockton, the leadoff batter. Just got a piece of that one. This full count gets the 2 back that they gave up in the third and the fifth. Lead 6-2 over the Hoppers. Couple of solo home runs. Popped up to the left side. The Rhythm wearing out the left side out in the outfield. And Hutchison comes in and makes the catch for out number 2. He's seen 2 go over the fence out there in the left field. Now he's seen 2 go into his glove. No. Zach Williams, no. Chris Benny out of the dugout, and that will end the outing for Gavin Powell as he gets through the batting order 3 times. An admirable effort for Powell after basically having the roof cave in on him in the first 5 batters of the ball game, but he ended up coming back and acquitting himself well. So we'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher and the return. Here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
New pitcher on for the Hoptown Hoppers, Jacob Dilday, 6'1", 185-pound right-hander from right here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Plays at Kentucky Wesleyan, and he'll face his teammate Elijah Stockton, the first batter that he's going to face here with 2 out, nobody on base. Dilday on for Gavin Powell, goes 5 2/3 inning, gives up 10 hits, 6 runs. Walks 1, strikes out 1. Faces 27 batters in his 5 2/3. Right now on the hook for the loss, unless the Hoppers can come back to tie this game. Stockton 1 for 2 stands in. Still don't have a yard card winner as the breaking pitch catches the outside corner. Imagine that these two have faced each other. I assume that, honestly, that Dilday played at Kentucky Wesleyan last year. Grounded foul to the first base coach, Tate Riggs. Won't swear that Dilday's already been there. He did play at Wren Lake, so I don't know if he's been at Kentucky Wesleyan a year or not. You think Scott Colley, PA man, says he did. Attendance tonight, 206 here at Hoptown. Dilday pitches from the stretch and delivers. That's that same pitch he started Stockton off with and rings him up for the final out.
Gets out. You bought a split.
But the Rhythm with 2 solo home runs to lead off the inning. Charlie Bozeman hit his 5th. Blake Carter followed it up with his 4th, and the Rhythm leads 6-2 here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen when we return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hendersonville Firefighters Association called to the bullpen for the Rhythm. Roman Petricka, 6'1", 190-pound left-hander, heading to Western Kentucky University after leaving Vanderbilt from his freshman year. From Mount Juliet High School, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Son of Stephen Petricka in Wolverine, Michigan. Melody Petricka in Greenville, Kentucky. He's got a younger brother, Asen, and a grandpa up in Wolverine, Michigan as well. He is on in relief of Lake Morris. He goes 5 innings, gives up 8 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, did not walk a batter. Struck out 5, did plunk a batter, and faced 24. That's Petricka's first pitch in there for a called strike to Grady Broughton, who swings and misses at the next offering. He's down in the count 0-2. Broughton is 2 for 2. Another hard-throwing left-hander is Lake Morris, 76 pitches in his 5 innings of work. The Belmont Bruin, late add for Full Count in the second half of the season. That's Lake's 3rd appearance of the year, 2nd start. He's in line for the victory. Full Count can hang on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss and a Safeware strikeout to begin Petricka's outing. And Carson Tucker is going to be taken down for a pinch hitter, Colby Webb. Don't know if Colby's going to go in at second base for Carson Tucker. But he's going to get an at-bat here. Might see Gabe Eddington move in at second base. He was a starting second baseman yesterday. Not in today's lineup. And Petricka gets a swing and a miss. Originally, Aiden Butts was supposed to start the game at second base, but apparently came up with an injury right before the game. Carson Tucker inserted at second base in the 8-hole in the lineup, but Carson Tucker, a couple of fielder's choices to end the 2nd and the 4th inning. They've got 3 up on the scoreboard, but it's 2-1. That now make it 2-2 is the count. Capper foul to the on-deck batter. Nice play there by Chance Sweeney. Hit his second home run of the season, leading off the fifth. The 2-2 pitch from Roman Petricka. Swing and a miss, and another Safeware strikeout. 2 in a row here for Petricka. It's 3 hoppers that have gone down on strikes in a row. Owen Hutchinson struck out with the bases loaded in the fifth. Petricka on for his 9th appearance of the year, 6th in relief. His 16 in the third innings has given up 11 hits, 3 runs. Only one of those is earned. This is a 0.55 ERA, and breaking pitch apparently just missed inside for ball 1 to the left-handed hitting center fielder for the Hoptown Hoppers. Sweeney 1 for 2. Picked up his 2nd home run of the year and his 8th RBI. That fastball sails high, and scored his 20th run of the year, which is tops on the Hoppers. Petricka now with 20 strikeouts in 17 innings, as that's foul tipped into the mitt. Sweeney tried to ambush a 2-0 pitch, but could not catch up to the fastball. Petricka winds and deals. That's a slow breaking pitch over the outside edge for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Petricka trying to go 1-2-3 in his first inning. Rocks and fires. Try to step on it, and he does. He gets a backward K in the book, and it is a Safeware strikeout. In the inning, strikeout. All 3 Safeware strikeouts. And the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for the Hoppers. We are now 2/3 of the way through this game. Full count. We'll see if they can add on some Zach Williams insurance runs. Brought to you by Country Financial and Zach Williams Insurance Agency. Be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the 7th, John Paul is leading off. Yard cards, anyone? Facing Jacob Dilday. Ground ball to third, and that gets underneath the legs of the new third baseman. I believe that's Colby Webb down there at third base. He was expecting that ball to hop up. That should be an E5. John Paul reaches base.
Stop at 15, Devin McCarron.
Devin McCarron steps in. So if you had a yard card for, I'm guessing Denton went to second base. McCarron looks at a breaking pitch inside corner for a called strike. He's 1 for 3. So Miles Denton moves over to second. Colby Webb, as that one's lined out to right field. That was going to be caught. We're going to have another double play if the throw's on line, and it is. Nice play out there by, I think, let's see if that is in fact, that is still Jordan Carter out there in right field. So McCarron lines into a double play. That's the second turn by the Hoppers.
Batting the third baseman, number 8, Jake Merrick.
So erase the runner there. Now 2 outs as Jake Merritt comes to the plate. Brandon Jaggers back up at press row. You can have a seat right there. I'll let you. Jake Merritt looks at a called strike. He's 0 for 3. Got your buddy over there, Eric Alexander. Grant Edwards up with you. That's lined in the left field. It will go down in front of Owen Hutchison. So Merrick with a 2-out knock. That's his first hit of the ball game. John Paul Head extended his hitting streak to 8 games in the first. Devin McCarron increased his to 7. I think Jake now has maybe a 4-game hitting streak with that single. But I'll have to check the numbers. And now Trey Simmons at the plate. He's 2 for 3. Jacob Dilday tries to get one on that outside corner. Dilday's got the hands up in the international sign of where's that? Anybody on a yard card for Trey Simmons? Anybody at all? Win a free Chick-fil-A meal deal from Todd Hundley and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. If you win, everybody wins. New game we started yesterday in the playoffs. Todd Hundley started it. There's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Simmons a double, a single, a couple of RBIs. That's a little bit up. Dilday got the surprise start the last game of the regular season that Full Count played here. Did not go well. And that is ball 4. We haven't had a lot of walks in the ball game. Gavin Powell walked 1. This is the first for Jacob Dilday. Now runners at first and second. That double play looking pretty large right now for the Hoppers. All right, Suzanne, you got to tell me who yard card's for. If that yard card was for Trey Simmons, you got to let me know who the yard card's for. And if it was, you still have a yard card left. Anybody for a yard card for Charlie Bozeman? It's the first pitch, the breaking pitch inside or in the dirt. He hit a solo home run leading off the 6th, his 5th of the year. The Rhythm have been known to hit multiple home runs, or individuals have hit multiple home runs. John Paul hit his first 2 home runs of the year were in the first game played here at Hoptown. Devin McCarron has also hit 2 home runs in this yard. Suzanne Hall saying yard card for Charlie B right here. I think you picked yard card for Charlie B yesterday too, didn't you? I hope we win. Come on, Charlie. One time. That's driven foul down the third base line. Charlie with a Bozeman hop right there. He thought he had him a do-dat double, but Suzanne Hall's got an idea for something bigger. With him looking for some insurance runs sponsored by Zach Williams Insurance Agency at Country Financial. Don't call me Countrywide. High in the air, but this is not going to leave the yard. Owen Hutchison under it, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. Thanks for playing, Suzanne Hall. No runs.
What time?
There were 1 hit and 1 error and 2 runners left on base as we are at stretch time. And Scott Colley is going to be singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. He sang the national anthem. He just can't sing enough. We'll be right back.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network as Roman Petricka back out on the mound for the Rhythm. He'll face the top of the Hopper order. Cole Reynolds, Connor Scheidt, and Dom Bello. Petricka 1-2-3 inning. In the sixth inning, he struck out all three batters that he faced. The game changer for some reason shows that Blake Morris had 5 strikeouts, and I am trying to find that 5th strikeout somewhere, and I can't find it. I have him with 5. So, anyway, I've been sitting here the whole game. Well, Reynolds, right-handed hitter, and he smokes the first one he sees. That's going to plug the gap. Bozeman won't get it. One hops off of the screen. Throw to second base is a little bit late, and Cole Reynolds with his 3rd hit of the ball game cruises in with a double. That is the how many times has I don't think I counted how many 3-hit games. Hoppers have not had a 4-hit game by any player this year. Connor Scheidt's 0 for 3. There have been 10 players that have collected 4 hits in a game 15 times. Jacob Lott of the Fulton Railroaders has done it 3 times. John Paul Head, Pete Britton, and Christian Kuiper have done it twice. As Petricka has missed with the first 2 pitches. To Connor Scheidt, 0 for 3, a couple strikeouts and a flyout. And then Jake Merrick, Trey Simmons, Blake Carter, Nolan Sargent, 4 Rhythm players have done it once each. Coulter Hamilton and Noah Burning of the Madisonville Miners have done it once each as well. John Paul Head has 18 multiple hit games this year, but he's got 9 3-hit games. It's way more than anybody else. Next is Hayden Jones of Henderson Flash as Scheidt walks on 4 pitches, and the first 2 have reached here in the 7th. The 3 strikeouts followed by a double and a walk brings up Dom Bello, the All-Ohio Valley League player for the Hoppers. Anderson University in South Carolina, D2 school, played in 40 games last year for Anderson. Takes a pitch high, and that is 5 straight outside the zone. 6 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs last year in the spring, 32 RBIs. He hit 343 from down near Orlando, Florida. 1-0 is fouled back my way. Rhythm haven't turned a triple play yet this year either. You want to play your triple play triple play card, Scott? No, you wouldn't want to play it here. I'll play the triple play card. Wonder what Todd Hunley would give me if we get a triple play. That's way more rare than a home run. I think I've seen one triple play in my life, or at least while I've been broadcasting. It was at Vol State Community College. 2-1, fouled off to the right side, and now Roman Petricka with 2-ball, 2-strike count. Miles Denton, the new second baseman, waiting on deck.
Now the pitch out.
Fly ball out to right field, won't have a triple play. John Paul makes the catch. Tagging and moving up to third is Cole Reynolds. Runners now at the corners, but the Rhythm will give up the 90 feet for the out. Paducah and Fulton are tied at 1 as the Fulton Railroaders bat in the bottom of the first. They have just scored as the game changer has changed. A.J. Armstrong was hit by a pitch, apparently with the bases loaded. So the Railroaders lead now 2-1. It's Miles Denton who's 1 for 3. Swung at the first pitch last time he was at the plate. And lined a single in the right field. Takes this one low and inside for ball 1. Cole Reynolds getting a pretty decent lead down there at third base. Down by 4. I don't know that I'd get too crazy. Last thing you want to do is get picked off with Denton at the plate. Or 2-0 pitch, misses high and away, and Petricka looks like he's kind of lost his way a little bit out there on the mound. Gave up the double to Cole Reynolds. Trey Simmons is going to go chat with Roman, as will Aaron Beeman, the catcher. So a couple of catchers going to convene and tag team the lefty. So Fulton took a 1-0 lead on a home run by Shane Carnes. Chiefs scored. See where they scored their run.
Flash sale at the merchandise table, folks.
They scored on a hit by pitch with the bases loaded, too. Wow. You don't see that very often. 3 runs in a game, 2 of them been scored with the bases loaded and hit by pitches.
Either while supplies last.
And one of the top hitters for the Fulton Railroaders at the plate with 1 out now. If Fulton should happen to win that game, they'll go back to Paducah tomorrow night to finish that series. 3-0 count now to Denton as Petricka drives one right across the plate for a strike. Denton a fly out, a pop out to go with that single to right. Foul tipped into the mitt and a full count. Ministries full count. Denton started at third base, now is at second base. After taking over there when Carson Tucker was pinch hit for by Colby Webb, who is now the third baseman. Roman Petricka looking for a ground ball to a middle infielder or a strikeout, and he gets a line drive base hit in the right field. Denton delivers for the Hoppers. And the lead cut to 3. Denton now 2 for 4.
Short.
Gone opposite field both times. And can't see to the bullpen for full count, but I would expect that somebody is probably ready as Jimmy Gamboa is asking for time. Pitching coach from Las Vegas, Nevada. Stay on the wide shot. Second year pitching coach for full count. Was here as a 2-headed pitching coach last year, Jordan Dool, and he handled it. And Jimmy got a job at Emory and Henry, which I found out was in that Southern Athletic Conference with Anderson and Catawba, Lenore Rhine, Tusculum, LMU. There's more that. Trying to think. There's a University of Virginia Wise, I believe, that's also in that conference, Division II school. So Jimmy Gamboa should be heading back there next month. So good luck to him and the Emery and Henry pitching staff. Full Count Rhythm still got at least one player, Peyton Vaught, that's looking for a home. Well, Fulton has extended the lead. Now they're up 4-1. 2 on for Jordan Carter, who was hit by a pitch last time he came to the plate. Takes a called strike. He's 0 for 2 with that hit by pitch. That loaded the bases, but Owen Hutchison, who was on deck, struck out swinging. And there's a check swing that home plate umpire Bob Davis says you went. Jacob Lott at the plate for the Railroaders, up 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed downstairs with that fastball. Alex Calhoun in to pitch for the Paducah Chiefs after Cole Pauly went the first 5 innings. He had about 4 hits and 1 run for the Chiefs. Swing and a miss and a Safeware strikeout for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. 4th strikeout for Patrica. We're going to try to get out of the inning as we're going to have a pinch hitter for Owen Hutchison. Not Connor Scheidt. Tyler Casserly wearing number 33 today. He's normally wearing 25. Tyler Casserly is going to pinch hit for Owen Hutchison. I would expect him to go into left field. So Casserly played in yesterday's game, got the start in right field, went 0 for 3 in that game. Also walked twice. A big at-bat here, and he pops up on the first pitch he sees. Devin McCarron out into the outfield grass, makes the one-handed grab, and that is the 3rd out. Casserly swings at the first pitch and pops out with 2 runners on, but the Hoppers score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base as they have inched a little bit closer. Full Count still leads 6-3 is 2 innings left in this ball game. Full Count trying to wrap up the first round of the playoffs with a victory tonight, and if so, the championship round or second round will begin on Saturday at Hendersonville. Full Count will host the championship round as well. It'll be home, away, home if necessary in that contest. But, of course, Full Count has to win this series first. Right now leads 6-3. As we will just go ahead and keep it here. The Railroaders now with a 4 spot on the board, lead 5-1 over Paducah. As a single by, I think it's Tyler Kuhn. That may be wrong. It's T. Kuhn. See if I can figure that out. But he's a late ad for Fulton Railroaders, but he had 3 hits in each of his first 3 games. Thomas Kuhn is his name. So Thomas Kuhn with a 2-run single in that inning, and now Fulton leads 6-1. Follow along on Game Changers. Trevor Sostman has just doubled and driven in a runner. Let's see if they still have, the Chiefs still have the same pitcher. They've gone to Bradley Zekel. Top of the 8th we go here at Hoptown. Jacob Dilday delivers, and Blake Carter delivers, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall past Jordan Carter. Blake Carter is cruising into second base, and he'll drop the anchor right there with a that double to lead off the top of the 8th. Blake Carter's 3rd hit of the ball game. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Picks up his 3rd double of the year. He's got a single and a run driven in in the first. He had a solo home run as he and Charlie Bozeman went back to back in the sixth. And now a double to lead off the eighth inning against Dilday. Parker Staborski at the plate. He takes a breaking pitch in for a called strike. Parker's 2 for 3. Zach Williams insurance runs would be nice here in the top of the eighth. Umpires Bob Davis behind the plate. Micah Holman at first, currently in the middle of the diamond. Joel Roberts down at third base. They're going to try to get him at second base. And Miles Denton, who, of course, I went to the wrong camera. Used to, whenever there's some action, that I'm changing the camera angle, but Denton could not handle the pickoff attempt. Otherwise, Carter might have been toasted cheese at second base. It was a close play. 1-1 pitch. Denton playing very close to second base. Wide open on the right side as that ball's in the dirt. Nice stop there by Bello behind the plate. Let's check and make sure that is Casserly in left field. It appears as though that is who is out there. Staborski takes a fastball up and in. I'll get the count right. It's 3 balls and a strike. Dilday delivers low and away, and that's ball 4. Staborski reaches for the third time. It's a second walk by Dilday and brings up Aaron Beeman, the catcher. Time is called, and we'll have a meeting at the mound. Catcher and first baseman. Beeman 0 for 3.
Again, WHOP 90.
Looking for a big hit right here. Fulton. 6th inning has finally concluded. They end up scoring 5 runs in the inning.
City of Hopkinsville. Hopkinsville Water Driver.
Now Brady Davis in the game to take the place of Chapman. Chapman went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 7 for the Fulton Railroaders against the Chiefs. They lead 6-1, trying to even that series and head back to Paducah tomorrow night. See if maybe they can surprise the Chiefs. Let's see if Aaron Beeman's squaring around a bunt. He is. He pops it up at second base. Beeman does not run out of the box, and that'd have been a good time to go ahead and drop that pop-up, throw to third, and then see if they could get a double play out of it. Beeman is out on the attempted bunt. Pops it up to the catcher for out number 1. You need to still run. Now at the top of the order, Elijah Stockton. He's 1 for 3. Teammate of Dilday as he backs him off the plate. Kentucky Wesleyan. Two balls and a strike. And a fastball, maybe a little bit up. And again, Dilday's wondering where that pitch is. Home plate umpire says it's inside. That had some hair on it. That stepped on a fastball there. Just try to get it over the plate, I guess. Stockton should be taking here on a 3-0, and he's not. Foul tips it into the mid. Dilday, 13 appearances for Kentucky Wesleyan last year, 2 starts. 3-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss. Full count Ministries, full count. 5.86 ERA for the Panthers last year. 27 plus innings of work, gave up 38 hits, 21 runs. 18 of those were earned. Walked 10, struck out 25. He's looking to see if he can take care of Stockton, who full count first pitch foul ball off to the left side. That's a AAA autoglass foul ball. And we're still playing the yard card game. 1 out, 2 on here in the top of the 8th. Rhythm looking for some Zach Williams insurance runs, brought to you by Country Financial. Zach Williams Insurance Agency. Full count pitch. That ball's hit well out the right field. Back goes Jordan Carter. He turns and makes the catch. Not tagging as Blake Carter. The throw gets by, and he's still not going. Josh Carmen, who's coaching down at third base, wondering what Blake Carter's doing. That ball was hit well out to right field. Carter easily would have had third base tagging up, but he is still at second. And in this place, there's been a lot of wild pitches, pass balls, as head coach Chris Benny is out of the dugout, and he is asking for a new pitcher. So we'll take the timeout with him. Tell you about the new pitcher when we return right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. New pitcher on for the Hoptown Hoppers, Gabe Eddington, formerly of Austin Peay State University, heading to Volunteer State Community College. He is on in relief of Jacob Dilday, who goes 2 innings, gives up 2 hits. At this point, no runs. 2 runners on base are his responsibility. Walked 2, struck out 1. Eddington on for his 7th appearance, all in relief. 9 2/3 innings. Given up 13 hits, 10 runs, 8 of those are earned. Walked 8, struck out 13. Facing John Paul Head, who does not offer at the first pitch thrown, and it's low and inside. Let's see if we got any takers on a yard card here. John Paul Head. Pretty good bet. Eddington staying away from him, low and outside. Chick-fil-A meal card on the line for everybody who participates. If one person picks a yard card, and that means they say that this batter is going to hit a home run in this at bat. And John Paul now with a 3-0 count. Let's see if he pulls an Elijah Stockton and swings at a 3-0 pitch. Gabe Eddington staying away. Devin McCarron on deck. 3-0 pitch is down, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Devin Neely says, I don't know if that was a yard card or not, Devin. You got to say yard card and then the batter. You still get it if you, in fact, you said it. If I had a yard card right now, it'd be when I'd play it because the bases are loaded. Devin McCarron's hit 3 home runs here at Hoptown, and he is 1 for 4. That means he's due. He hits just below 400. Man, the fastball misses outside. Eddington is in a hot box right here. Bases loaded. One of the top hitters in the league at the plate. Devin McCarron. And a 1-0. That's thought it was going to go out to right field. It ends up going off the screen. Amber McCarron, that's a good pick right there. She's picking Devin for the yard card. I'm just going to finish her pick. Amber McCarron, that's betting on your son. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And high fastball right there in the danger zone. John Paul Heads hit 3 home runs here at Christian County High School. Devin McCarron's hit 3. 1-2 pitch outside and low. Now moves with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blake Carter started the inning off with a double into right field. Staborski walked, and then Aaron Beeman attempted to lay down a bunt, popped out to the catcher, and Elijah Stockton flew out to deep right field. And a walk, and that's a line drive to center fielder right at him. Chance Sweeney makes a catch of an absolute bullet to center field that ends the inning. Yes, Barbara, you can do in a yard card, but you'll have to wait till the 9th inning to do it. Kevin McCarron hit that ball on the screws. Let's see, rhythm. Strand, the bases loaded. Do not score, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 runners left on. That's 5, 6, 7, 9 runners left on in 8 innings. They'll head to the bottom of the 8th with a 3-run lead. See who comes out to pitch the top of the 8th. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft-serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen, thanks to Chris Williard for their support of Full Count Rhythm Baseball all year long, being our call to the bullpen sponsor. J.C. Myers out of the bullpen, third pitcher on for Full Count, 6'2", 205-pound right-hander out of Columbia State. He's from White House, Tennessee, Davidson Academy High School, son of Jay and Tina Myers, brother to Brittany, Alyssa, and Ashland. Evan Jones, his mentor, and he is on with a 7, 8, and 9 here in the Hoptown lineup. They have 6 outs left. See if they can get back in this ball game. 6-3 is the score. Breaking pitch is the first option. And a swing and a miss by Broughton, who's 2 for 3. JC on for his 10th appearance of the year. It's his 9th in relief. Another breaking pitch that sails high. He's thrown 11 and 2/3 innings, given up 9 hits, 6 runs. Only 4 of those have been earned. Walked 8, struck out 12. Has plunked 5 batters, but he didn't mean to. 3.09 ERA for the tall right-hander, son of Jay and Tina. And he didn't mean to do that either. Breaking pitch that came out, and that's his 6th bruise given up. Rotten needs to be happy that that was a breaking pitch. Second hit batter by a rhythm pitcher tonight. Patricia goes 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, walked 1, struck out 4. Faced 9 batters. Nice hold. After Morris goes 5 innings of 8 hit, 2 run baseball. Full count with 4 in the first, 2 in the 6th as Colby Webb throw down to center field. And the runner's going to go to third, the throw, and the tag, and they got him at third base. Broughton got greedy. He steals second. The pitch was apparently up, I thought. So give Broughton a stolen bag at second, but throw by Staborski to Jake Merrick, dug out of the dirt by Jake, and there's the first out. I thought that the first pitch was a ball, but the scoreboard says a strike, but I don't know that I believe that. I did not see the umpire indicate, and nearly another hit by pitch. He's not correcting the scoreboard, so maybe that was a strike. 1-1. Count on the scoreboard. I'll put it on mine as well. Colby Webb, who struck out, facing Roman Patrica in the 6th, steps in. That's a fastball. It's off the handle of the bat, and Elijah Stockton with a step down into the outfield grass makes the grab for out number 2. Big lip that surrounds the infield and outfield here, the dirt and the outfield grass. Pretty significant step down here at Christian County High School. Chance Sweeney did his 2nd home run of the year, drove one out of here leading off the 5th. Stands in with 2 out, nobody on. He slices one over to third base. Jake Merrick has it. A little bit of a loop throw over to Trey Simmons, but it is on time and on the money as 3 batters come to the plate and 3 are retired. No runs, no hits other than the hit by pitch. No errors, nobody left aboard, and we are headed to the top of the 9th. And the rhythm, again, we'll try to get some more Zach Williams insurance runs, brought to you by Country Financial and Zach Williams Insurance Agency. You're listening and watching Full Count Rhythm Baseball right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Top of the ninth we go. What did I do? Did I do something wrong here on my score bug? Something didn't seem right. 6-3 is the score. We are in the top of the ninth. Jake Merrick, an excellent choice for a yard card. Yes, Barbara, you can play the yard card game as well. If one person wins, everybody who sends an email to Todd Hundley, and I'll give the email address out if we have a winner. You can take it down. Everybody wins a free meal at a Chick-fil-A. It doesn't just have to be at Chick-fil-A or Rivergate. First pitch to Merrick in there for a called strike, and so is the second one. He's down on the count. Any takers for Jake Merrick facing Gabe Eddington, the third pitcher of the night for Hoptown. They've had some changes out in their defense. There's a line drive right back where it came from. Merrick does not drive it out of the yard, but he gets on base to lead off the top of the ninth. That's his second straight hit. He's now 2 for 5. Now with a 4-game hitting streak. 13th hit of the game on my score sheet for Full Count. A high of 22 against the Madisonville Miners back in an 11-5 victory at Madisonville. Trace Simmons at the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. Got a double and 2 RBIs. And he lets his bat go, and it's caught up into the fencing. Let's see if Charlie Bozeman wants to try to get that one out. Instead, Simmons is going to be offered another bat, another old Hickory steel press bat. That's the second slung piece of timber today, won by Owen Hutchison. Is trying to get that out of the netting here. It's not a metal fence, but some of these guys over here are trying to get it out. I think they're tugging on it the wrong way. 0-1 pitch. It's right down Broadway for a called strike. Rhythm hit 2 solo home runs back-to-back in the 6th. Anybody taking Trace Simmons for the yard card? I've already used my yard card. Yeah, that one spiked in the ground. Down to second on the wild pitch goes Merrick. Dom Bello, no chance. Well, not much of a chance to stop that one. Head out into the grass before. There you go. Todd says, only if I call yard card and my guy hits it, everyone participating gets a free meal. Someone else calls it, they alone win, not everyone. Oh, okay. So if you call it, Todd, okay, now I'm understanding. That's what you said, and I didn't understand that last night. If Todd Hundley, okay. Now Susan feels better. All right. So whoever calls it, they would be the winner. If Todd calls it, everybody wins. Now I'm with you, Todd. I was wondering, the wording on that just confused me, and I apologize. I got a lot of plates spinning here as that text. So here's the rules. If Todd Hundley calls yard card and it hits, and he hits it out, maybe on a Full Count Ministries full count like Simmons has right here, then everybody wins. But if that one's chopped into the dugout, the Rhythm dugout. But if, let's say, Barbara Ardito calls a yard card, as she's called on Charlie Bozeman, she would win, not everybody would win. Okay, there we go. That's what you said last night. I just didn't understand it. Just working the kinks out. Runner at second, and the pitch is chopped to third. Colby Webb is going to look the runner back, and his throw to first is in time to get Simmons route number 1. Merrick has to stay put at second.
Because it's 16.5 price sandwiches.
I'm glad we figured that out, Todd. I knew it just didn't sound right. Baseball has landed on the field. I don't know where that came from.
Be left field number 14, Charlie Bozeman.
And now Charlie Bozeman, Barbara Ardito is calling for the yard card on Charlie. He's already hit one tonight. Can he pull a John Paul Head and a Devin McCarron and hit two here as well in one game? It'd be some pretty good insurance, wouldn't it be, Zach Williams? Hey, he knows something about home and auto. Old Zach Williams. Scott Colley took advantage of the half-price special going on here at Christian County High School. What'd you get? You get you a hot dog? He got him up. That's a pretty good-sized dog right there. Fastball whispers at the outside corner. Called strike. Bozeman 1 for 4 in the game. Line out to center field. Reached on a fielder's choice. Solo home run leading off the sixth and a fly out to left field. Barbara Ardito says he's going to fly out to way out of here in left field. 5 home runs on the season. Swings and misses at that breaking pitch. That bat's still up in the fence, if you're wondering. Todd Hundley, he says, forget all y'all. He's calling yard card for Charlie. So if Charlie hits it, everybody participating wins Chick-fil-A sandwich meal or an 8-piece chicken nugget. And no winner chicken dinner. Strike 3 looking on a pitch. Maybe a ball outside, but close enough to swing at in this league with 2 strikes for sure.
Blake Carter.
Eddington gets his first strikeout. And now Blake Carter, who has a home run in the ball game. Sorry to Todd and Pam Roche and Barbara Ardito. But hey, Blake Carter is up for grabs for anybody who wants a yard card. Make a prediction that Blake's going to hit 2 in a game. He left here right after Charlie did earlier. Blake from Lipscomb University. He's a Bison on Belmont Boulevard. Oh, breaking pitch right over the plate, and Blake saying, oh, I should have taken a hack at that one. Fulton Railroaders still leading the Paducah Chiefs 6-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Fulton batting. 1 on, nobody out in that ball game. 1-1 pitch from Eddington. And a chopper to third, backhanded by Webb. He's got it in his glove, and his throw to first is in time. Nice stretch down there by Connor Scheidt. And Webb, after making an error in the 7th in his first inning, picks up a couple assists here in the top of the 9th. No Zach Williams insurance runs here in the top of the 9th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the 9th, and the Hoppers have 3 outs left in their season to score at least 3 runs. 4 would walk it off and give them the tying victory. As I'm going to keep it right here. As Barbara Ardito. Barbara, you lost your yard card. You can't use it twice. As we have a Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen. And that is Ryan Sweeney back out on the mound for second straight night. Ryan picked up his 3rd save of the game, or of the season last night. The 5'11", 180-pound rising junior at Trevecca. The son of Ed and Julie Sweeney, brother to Bryson, grandson of Mimi and Franklin Nana in College Grove, as he is out to see if he can wrap this one up. J.C. Myers goes 1 inning, faces 3 batters, as Sweeney will face the top 3 in the Hoptown lineup. But I did want to go over the Full Count Ministries staff. I went over the board of directors already, but John Smithson is the director of Full Count Ministries, former board president. Josh Carmen, the director of Full Count Baseball, and obviously general manager and head coach of the Full Count Rhythm, but he has other duties that include the Full Count Fall League that is coming up. If you have a high schooler that would like to play about a 10 to 12 game schedule in September, basically, then go to fullcountministries.com and you can sign them up. And if they're good, you can sign them up for Team Reese. If they're not any good, send them to Todd Neal. Reed Glover is the director of discipleship. Been there for a bunch of years now, 5 or 6 years, I think, on the staff. Todd Cox, a new director of spiritual growth. Adam Spates and his family down in Alabama, around the Birmingham area, handling all that's going on down there. Brooke Carmen, she's the umbrella that's over all of it, the queen of Full Count Ministries. Brooke Carmen. And I'll try to get the international staff in here as we move along in the 9th inning, as Cole Reynolds will come up to face Ryan Sweeney. Here in the bottom of the 9th, Rhythm trying to go 2-0 against the Hoppers for the second time, as the first pitch is high, in and out of the glove of Aaron Beeman behind the plate. Rebecca Dorn, no yard card. She's not calling a yard card for anybody for the Hoptown Hoppers. That's great. Slider is swung on and missed by Reynolds, who's got 3 hits. He's tried for 4 in a game. Not been done by a Hopper this year. Ryan Sweeney's 14th and team leading appearances. The breaking pitch apparently handcuffed Beeman. It's a strike, but he could not collect that one in the catcher's mitt. 14th appearance, 9th in relief for Ryan. 31 innings, 12 hits, 4 runs, 38 strikeouts. That leads the club. 5-0 record. That leads the club, as does 3 saves. This is a save opportunity. Swing and a miss. You had to tag him, as far as I know. He showed him the ball. The ball hit the dirt, and that's a Safeware strikeout to begin the 9th. And now 2 outs to go. Connor Scheit's going to come to the plate. He has struck out twice, walked once, flown out. Alex Montiel is the Nicaragua Ministry Director. Heidelberg Rubio, Somoto Ministry Director. David Zeladon, Ocotal Director. Mario Gonzalez in on Honduras. Wilmer Lopez, he handles a lot of stuff down there. Mazante, Zapote, and used to be the Mission House mom. Not sure that he does that anymore, as that breaking pitch gets in there for a called strike. Good pitch there by Sweeney. Arsenio Rodriguez, the Macaliso Director. Norbin Gutierrez in Madrid. Reader Meneses in Chinandega, where the Spates used to live. Carolina Martinez, she's like the Brooke Carmen, as that's weekly hit back to Sweeney, who puts one over to Trace Simmons for out number 2, and Hoppers down to their final out. The Rhythm looking to move on in the playoffs. Dom Bello stands between the Rhythm and the championship round. Bello is 2 for 4 in this game. 7-1, the Fulton Railroaders lead as they bat in the bottom of the 8th over the Paducah Chiefs. 2 outs, nobody on. Sweeney delivers ball 1 to start the batter for the 3rd straight batter. Full count 16-3. Make it 17-3 in the playoffs, trying to get their 18th playoff victory in their 4th year in the Ohio Valley League. With a win, they would be 4-0 over the Hoptown Hoppers. That pitch is in there for a called strike. The only teams that Rhythm have lost to, the DuBois County Bombers in that first championship series in 2021, then lost to the Paducah Chiefs before defeating them 2-1. I believe that was a walk-off home run by Sam Slaughter, as that breaking pitch misses maybe a little up. I believe that was that game. Full count 1 over Paducah 2-1. You know, that might have been a game against the Clarksville Whirlybirds, if I remember. Fouled off the screen, and the Hoppers down to their last strike. I want to thank Scott Colley, though, on broadcast. Has been a friend every time I've come here to Hoptown, and I'm going to miss seeing him till next year. But I guess I'll just have to come and just say hello because I'm not broadcasting in 105 degree sitting outside. But Scott Colley's been a great friend here, the PA man here. 2-2 is popped up on the right side. This should do it. Trey Simmons, he says he's got it, and he makes the catch one. And this one belongs to the Full Count Rhythm. Final out recorded by Trey Simmons, and the Rhythm are moving on to the championship series to play the winner of the Fulton Railroaders and Paducah Chiefs series. Fulton leading right now 7-1, trying to send it back to Paducah for game 3. And
Thank you.
this game has gone final. Winner is Lake Morris. He will move to 2-0 on the season. Losing pitcher Gavin Powell will fall to 2-3, and Ryan Sweeney picks up his 4th save of the year. Full count with 6 runs, and let's see how many hits did I have. 13 hits is what I have. Hoptown 3 runs, and I got 10 hits for the Hoptown Hoppers. That'll do it from Christian County High School, Hopkinsville, Tennessee. Thanks to those folks that joined in not only on Facebook and on YouTube, but here at the ballpark. Those that came up, and we're going to get on that Anchor Transportation bus, head back to Hendersonville, and we'll have a couple days off before we host either the Paducah Chiefs or the Fulton Railroaders on Saturday night, 7:05 game time at DC3. If you're in the area, hopefully you can come by. If not, we'll carry it right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. For John Smithson, the Director of Ministry, and Josh Carman, the head coach and general manager of the Full Count Rhythm, this is Tim Reese, and God bless you. You know what we didn't do? Timeout. Timeout. We got a Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game we got to do. I was in a rush to get out of here and get things packed up. We're going to go with Lake Morris as the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game with the 5 innings of 8-hit, 2-run baseball. Congratulations to Lake Morris. And now we've got a Full Count Ministries verse of the game, and it's found in Philippians 2, verses 3 through 4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interest of others. And that is your Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Now I can sign off. Todd and Linda Hundley, they're going to be there Saturday night, and we're going to play the yard card game again. Thanks to Todd and Linda and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate for being our title sponsor all year long. That'll do it. Now from Hoptown, sign off on the Full Count Broadcast Network. We'll talk to you again Saturday night. God bless you. Good night.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm Baseball game presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We'll see you next time.